Good morning, Whitehead Wildcats. Buenos dias, Whitehead Wildcats. It's Friday,
Yay!
November, what, 14th?
13th.
Friday, November 13th. Friday the 13th. It's one of my favorite days.
It's my husband's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to your husband.
Why, thank you. I'll pass it along.
Anyway, I said that I was going to read a couple of selections from Mrs. Hunt's class.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in Mrs. Hunt's room, and she was reading this really interesting story about a man. I kind of came in the middle of it. He had planted a garden. Some boys had gotten over into his garden. I think they threw a ball, and then they decided it would be fun to just mess up the whole garden.
Oh, man.
Just pick tomatoes, throw them. Just devastating for this man who loved gardening. So the students were asked to not summarize the story, but to synthesize what it meant to them, the connections that they made. So listen to this one. I thought it was pretty good, Mrs. Randall. First, I thought that it was going to be a flashback because it said it was my father. Then I thought that Dad was going to help make a garden because I could tell that this is that type of book. I thought that Dad was going to make a garden with Mr. Bellavista, which I was right. I did a text-to-text connection that it was going to be like the Lorax. And at last, I thought that Mr. Bellavista had a problem, and that's why he went into healthcare. Yes, he did. Kisian Rankin, nice job.
Good job.
Yes, I like your voice and your writing.
I like his connection.
I do too. To the Lorax?
Yeah, that's good.
Now, here's one. How the way of thinking changes while I read the book. When you were reading about the book, I was thinking to myself, but at the same time I was listening to you.
Well, that's important.
I was thinking about something that happened to me a long time ago. My grandpa was when I was 6. He would plant seeds in the backyard, and I had one of those electric cars for kids. I ran over them on accident, and he got mad, and he took me inside. I said, I'm sorry, and he said, I'm sorry too. And he teaches me how to put the seeds inside. Well, here comes another connection. There's a movie where these kids play with their ball, and they go inside the backyard of an old man. It's on Netflix, and you can check it out. Anyway, there's an old man that gets mad at them and gives his ball back, but he pops it first, and the kid starts to cry.
Oh, my goodness.
They like the same thing, but except one story of his father is about a baseball with his friend. And then he mentions that his grandpa died a couple of months ago. So, Luis Lopez, you made a lot of connections as Mrs. Hunt read this story to you. Nice job, Luis.
Good job.
And one more. The summer of when my dad was 10. First, I thought his dad was going to get in trouble. Instead, all Mr. Bellavista said was, why? Then I thought that Mr. Bellavista was going to make a new garden. Last, I thought, why isn't the dad saying sorry to him? Because he kept having his chances to do that, but he never did say anything. He just kept on running away from the problem.
Oh, no.
He could never escape, because everywhere he went, he could never forget about it year after another. It kept following him. You know, that happens, doesn't it?
It does.
When you make a bad choice and it just seems to hover over you like a cloud, like a dark cloud following you.
Makes you feel bad.
It does. So one day he bumped into Mr. Bellavista, and in a soft voice he said, Sir, when are you going to make a new garden? Mr. Bellavista paused for a moment and said, so you can mess it up again? He had a disappointed tone. No, sir, he replied to the father. In fact, I would like to help you. The man agreed and said, when? And the boy replied, now. So they both got to work, and until that very day, he kept on helping until he grew old, and Mr. Bellavista had gotten sick, so he had to go to a nursing home. Mr. Bellavista never came back, which was very sad for the father. What hit me the most was that the dad became friends with Mr. Bellavista and helped him with the garden every year until he was 16. Emma, you gave a little bit of a summary to the story, but you also made some really important connections. So Good job, Emma and Kesion and Luis. So I'm going to hang these up behind us. Writers, I love it. You are going to see Mrs. Randall and me starting next week walking around the school, and we have these big gold stars. We're going to be looking for evidence of writing in the hallways appropriate for your grade level. So for example, if we look at a first grade writing and we see that there's a period at the end of the sentence, gold star. If we see a sentence with a capital at the beginning, gold star. So we are going to be having our gold stars with us looking for good writing. So wait, you might just get a gold star from us. Okay, writers.
All right.
Lunch?
Yes, we're going to feed you today, and you're going to have a breaded chicken patty on whole grain bun. And guess what second choice is?
Chef's choice.
Yep, chef's choice. And you'll have seasoned green beans with that and fruit of the day.
Ooh, okay.
And then Monday for breakfast, you will be having a breakfast kit with juice. And hey, kiddos, when you take home your breakfasts each day, I know you've noticed that the milks kind of create condensation and then the bag starts to rip. It's because they have to freeze the milk so you take it home and it doesn't spoil. That way it's nice and yummy by the time you get home. So please, if you can, put your bag of food in your backpack.
Right.
They are exploding all over the buses.
I just helped somebody today. He was trying to hold his big bag and it's ripped, and I opened up his backpack and guess what? There was nothing in his backpack.
I bet.
So that's what backpacks are for.
Right?
Right? Okay. So our remote kids, how are you going to get gold stars? You are going to get gold stars because your teacher is going to let us know when you have written something that's really, I don't know, touches their heart. That you're writing like the fifth grader that you are, or the third grader that you are. And then we will send you a gold star.
Yes,
Okay?
we will. Or we could give a virtual gold star.
We could.
If you do it on like Google Classroom or Seesaw and your teacher shares it with us, we could give you a virtual gold star.
Okay. That would be fun.
That would.
All
Boom.
right. All right, writers.
All right, we got a ton of birthdays between
Okay.
today and Monday.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yep. Mackenzie Ralston in
Woo!
5th grade. Fernando Alvarado in 4th grade.
Woo!
Armani Aviles in 4th grade. Isaias Garcia Anselmo in 3rd grade. Corey Knuckles in 2nd grade. Camila Sierra Duran in 2nd grade. Bruno Rodriguez in 1st grade. And Gabriel Tello in 3rd grade. Happy birthday! All right, let's stand for the pledge.
Yes, let's get up.
All right, guys, nice and tall. Get ready. I see sometimes the kids don't know where to face.
They don't know where to face.
Yeah, I was in a classroom and I was like,
flag in
"Where's
the
your
classroom?"
flag?" And they're like, "Oh,
Oh.
you gotta face the flag."
All right. Ready?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will be respectful.
I will be respectful.
I will be responsible.
I will be responsible.
I will be safe.
I will be safe.
I will be kind.
I will be kind. And kiddos, stay standing because in a minute we're going to go ahead and dance it up. But before that, I will do my best today for...
This day will come no more.
It sure won't.
Make it a great one.
Dance it
Get
away.
ready.
Oh, you know it. You know this song.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in the zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off.
All right, guys. Have a great Friday.
Bye, guys.